Listen, y'all, before we get into this video, let me just hype you real quick. You are a bad you know what. It's very rare that somebody tell you that as a chosen one, because what they want to do is keep you silent. What they want you to do is second guess yourself. What they want you to do is feel unstable. Want you to walk around here trying to figure out if you're really worthy of what God has already placed in your life and over your life. And so they'll never tell you to be great, but they'll tell you to be humble. They'll never come up to you and tell you how they're inspired by you, but yet they'll sit in the back screen and watch you, see you, try to study you, try to do every single thing that you do. They are infatuated with your mannerisms, infatuated with your character, infatuated with the way that you carry yourself. You are a bad you know what. If nobody's ever told you that, I'm coming to tell you that on today, because I want you to sit back and just think about your life. If it take a group of people to come after one, you a bad you know what. If an individual is sitting around all day monitoring, studying your life because they afraid that you're going to do better and be better than them, you a bad you know what. Y'all, the siren's going off again. I just started my message. 2:47 on the time, 2:47 a.m. You a bad you know what. See, people don't want you to know that. They're so afraid for you to tap into your potential, so afraid for you to step into your greatness, because in their minds, when you do, it takes something from them. It takes something off their plate. Everybody got a plate, but yet they fixated on yours. You over here, you eating, baby. You may not even have a whole lot on your plate, yet they still scraping off your plate. This season right here, what they're going to get is the breadcrumbs. The same thing they wanted for you, they're going to get. They get the leftovers. They get the breadcrumbs. They get to sit on the outside and get to see only that which you show them. Somebody right now think they got control over your life. They so upset, so afraid, so intimidated by you. You, sweetheart, who's just out here being authentic, being real, being raw, doing you. Somebody intimidated by that. And guess what? You can't do nothing about it, because that's just who you are. It's on them. It's on them to fix their lives. It's on them to fix their insecurities. It's on them to fix their doubts. It's on them to get their lives together. Some of these individuals so insecure. They're so insecure, and you just being sure of yourself triggers them. You just being sure of yourself triggers them. That's why it don't matter what you got in your bank account, what you're driving, where you live. It don't matter about none of that. These people still fixated on you. They still watch you. They still want to be like you. Still. So I want to come and tell you right now, before we even get into this video, you are bad you know what. And they want you to be humble, but they'll never tell you to be great. But let me tell you right now, in this season, God is humbling some people through you. God is humbling some people through you. See, they never saw you coming. You're a quiet storm. You dress a certain way, you talk a certain way, you're completely humble and meek. So people take that as a weakness. And they feel like they can run over you. They feel like they can play in your face. They feel like they can do the absolute most because you don't say much. You just observe. But right now, God is humbling some people. He making them sit down and shut up. That's the message today. Humble thyself. Kendrick Lamar. Humble, that's the song, y'all. I've been hearing this about 2 days now, but I've never wrote it down. I already knew the song. I'm familiar with the song. I just don't listen to the lyrics like that. So now we're going to break these lyrics down. Because somebody right now is having to sit down and shut their mouth. Because for so long, they've been speaking on you. Speaking over your life, slandering your name, lying about what they have and don't have, around here with a whole facade trying to put up an image and they know they're not really rocking with it. They don't have absolutely nothing. Yet they worried about you. Yet they all in your business. God is humbling some people right now. Somebody want to say something to you. Somebody want to speak up. Somebody want to flip out, but they can't because God got them shut up. And they sitting down right now. They got to shut up because it's your time to speak. Put the kids where they belong. Adults talking now. Grown people handling business now. The kids over there at the children's table. They can't sit with the adults. They can't eat with the adults. Some of these people don't even know how to have conversations like adults. So why in the world would they be in any kind of vicinity where adults are? Some of them don't need to be with kids either. They sick. They nasty, they filthy, they sick. Mentally. Right now, though, they got to sit down and shut up. God making them be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Because for so long, they thought they had it all together, and they looked at you as if you were a nobody. And now the tables are turning. God is raising you up and making them sit down somewhere. And they hate it for you. Because what they want to do is cut up and act out, but they can't. They can't. God making them sit down and watch you from afar. Watch you sit and do your thing. They mad about that. Somebody big mad about that. About you moving on with your life. About you being happy. About God continuing to bless you. They so mad about it. It's all about your potential. The devil know your potential before you do. The devil know what you got going on sometimes before you do. That's why you were attacked even as a child. But right now, they got to sit back. They're in bondage. No matter what they try to do and say behind the scenes, they're in bondage. They can't speak up and do what they want to do, how they want to do it. God got them sitting down and shutting up. Be humble. Sit down. We seen you. We tired of seeing you now. You dried out. You played out. What else you got? Nothing? Oh, okay. Sit down and shut up now. Let the grown folks talk. So let's step right into this, y'all. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I want to say thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support, continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all. I have received every single donation that y'all have given me, and I just want to say thank you for just pouring into my cup. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. So y'all, let's get into these lyrics. Let's start with the first one. If I quit this season, I'll still be the greatest. If I quit this season, I'll still be the greatest. Listen, baby love, there was a time where God had you sitting down. God had you sitting down and being quiet. You were still the greatest though. Even in the midst of your season of being humble, in your season of sitting down, some of you were literally in homeless shelters and people still looked at you as a challenge. People still looked at you and were intimidated by you. You living in a homeless shelter, you doing the most, trying to get above water, and yet they still see you as a threat. It's because it has nothing to do with what you wear, where you live. It's who you are. It's your character. It's what God has created you to do. They fixated on that. I don't care how people try to wipe away all these material things from you. They cannot wipe away the gift that God gave you. They cannot wipe away your mindset. They can't wipe away your heart. That's why those are the things you need to be working on. Keep your heart clean. Keep your mind clear. Keep your frequency high. Because as long as you're in high vibrations, they can't do nothing to you. Nothing to you. That's why the devil attack when you're low, because he's a coward. They wait until you get into low vibrationals. That's where they play at. We've been there, done that. We don't have time to play in the sandbox no more. We grown now. We putting on our big girls, big boy undies, and we moving on in life. Let them sit and play with the other karmics. Let them sit and play with the other kids. It's now time for them to be humbled. Sit down, shut up, listen to the grown folks talk. You don't speak when grown folks are speaking. That's the kind of energy they in right now. And they big mad. Big mad. Big mad. Let's read it again so y'all can get it in y'all spirit. Because listen, this is a hype for you. This ain't got really nothing to do with them. Yeah, they sitting down, they being humble, but this is a hype for you, sweetheart, as a chosen one. If I quit this season, I'll still be the greatest. People don't want you to know that you're already great. That's the part they're intimidated by. They don't want you to know you're already great. So they'll continue to try to oppress you, continue to try to make you feel doubtful, continue to try to speak over your lives because they don't want you to know just how great you are. I come to the conclusion I am all that and some. And that's not speaking from an ego sense. No, that's saying, you know what, I've been through some things and I overcome a whole lot. So guess what? Right now, today, 10 toes down, I can say, baby love, that I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog, big boss energy. No matter what anybody else got to say about that, I believe it. And that's all that matters. You only need one to confirm you. That's the Most High. You already said what it is and what it ain't over your life. You only need one. That's God to confirm you and affirm you. And you've already done it. And people hate that because you don't pull on them and ask them for absolutely nothing. No validations, no encouragement, none of that. They hate it. They hate it. Somebody watching you right now overcome the very thing that they're sitting in, and they're wondering how you did it. They mad that you overcoming it. They mad that you continue to keep showing up happy. No matter what they do to you, it's a trigger for them. A complete trigger, but they're having to sit down and shut up and watch you. They're humbled right now. Let's go to the next part of the lyric. Soprano C, we like to keep it on high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Soprano C, listen baby, you up there at the top notch. You at penthouse status. Soprano C, we like to keep it on high note. We like to keep our frequencies high. We like to be in high vibrations. We like to show love. We like to encourage people. We like to do that. That's how we thrive. But it's levels to it. It's levels to it. And see, somebody got confused when you backtracked just a little bit and went down in the pit, gave them a slap and told them this and that. Then you came back out and you were untouched. Somebody had it confused. Somebody had it confused and God had to humble them. God had to humble them. You went back and maybe played in the dark for a little bit only because you were instructed to do it. And they thought that was your territory. They thought that's where you belong. They thought that they were going to make a seat, a home in that position over your life. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. Soprano C, we like to keep it on high note. It's levels to it. You and I know. See, everybody can't relate to you. Everybody can't relate to this message because everybody not chosen. Everybody not walking in light. Everybody not vibing in high frequencies. Everybody don't understand what you're saying, how you're saying it. People don't understand that about you. They don't. And they never will. So it's not your job to try to explain it to them. Let them sit around and waste their time. Some people are dwindling away. They so old, they getting older, and they still sitting around fixated on your life. Can you imagine that? I mean, imagine that. That life literally is passing you by, but yet you sitting around watching somebody else live theirs, trying to stop somebody else from living theirs. That's sick. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That's why I'm telling you, you are more powerful than what you probably even realize. You are more anointed. You are more beautiful, more handsome, more favored, whatever it is. Because sometimes people try to take your quirks and they play that against you. Why you say it like that? Girl, why you got them shoes on? They don't understand your style. They don't understand how God has set you apart. You're sitting up here, meanwhile they down here. And y'all, we're not talking about in the physical thing. We're talking about here. We're talking about spiritually. Because you've done the work. So everybody not on your level. They can't pick up what you putting down. Soprano C. Top tier, baby. Cream of the crop. They hate for you to talk about yourself like that. They want you to be humble. They'll never tell you to be great. But right now, guess what they're doing? Be humble. Sit down. And be humble. Let's go to the next one. Get the F off my A. That ain't right. I make a play blowing up your whole life. Get the F off my A. That ain't right. I make a play blowing up your whole life. Get off my jock. Get off my platform. Get out of my yard. Get out of my business. Get out of my vehicle. Get out of my energy. That's the kind of time you on. That ain't right. You think that's cute? You think that's going to make you look better? You think that make you look like a big dog? No, baby love, you look thirsty. You look desperate. You look like you've been defeated. And they're wearing that well. Meanwhile, you over here with the badge of success, the badge of peace, the badge of happiness. I make a play blowing up your whole life. Listen, you call judgment on some people. You call judgment on somebody. And when you call that judgment, you blew up their whole life. It crumbled. You did it so silently, though. You did it with such poise. You did it standing in your truth. Not probably even realizing that you did it. Sometimes your truth is judgment. You don't have to say, Lord, go do this and do that. All you got to do is live in your truth, speak your truth. That is judgment. That is judgment. I make a play blowing up your whole life. Child, I call on God and I can blow up your whole life. I don't have to go around and dig for no information trying to make sure that I'm after you and do this and do that so that you can have the upper hand or they can have the upper hand, whatever it may be. I make one call. Jesus on the main line, calling with you. One call. That's all it takes. One call, that's all. It's a commercial like that. One call, that's all. That may be somebody's confirmation. You might like that commercial. That may be your thing. That's your confirmation. Let's go to the next one. I don't fabricate it. Most of y'all be faking. I stay modest about it. Hey, she elaborated. I got to read that one again because this is one like, oh, bars. I don't fabricate it. Most of y'all be faking it. I don't fabricate it. Most of y'all be faking it. People hate that you can see through them. People hate that you can see their lies. As a chosen one, your discernment, your intuition, they hate that. That's why people are always trying to attack your mind. They hate that you can literally tap in and tune in to the Most High. I told you it take one call. That's the main one on my line. That's the first person I'm going to call. It's not family, it's God. Because when I get the instructions from that one, I can take it to the bank and cash it out. When God tells me to speak something, I guarantee you can take it to the bank and cash it out. You can take it to the bank. I stay modest about it. Hey, she elaborated. So you sit back real cool, calm, collected. You don't have to go out and expose yourself. You don't have to go out and sell your body. You don't have to go out and sleep with this person, that person for money. You don't have to do none of that. You're very modest about it. You've always been humble. You always been humble. But see, people, the devil know that you are destined for greatness. So even though you're humble, they don't see that. They see your greatness. They see your potential. They see you elevating. Even at your lowest. I told y'all that was the beginning of the lyric. Let's go back to that one. If I quit this season, I'll still be the greatest. Even at your lowest, they still see you as the great, the GOAT. They still see you as that. I stay modest about it. Hey, she elaborated. Let them speak on you now. All they can do is talk about your success. Let them talk about you now. Let them try to slander your name. Let them do what they can do. Right now, though, they can't. God has humbled them and they got to shut up. They've already done that. They already spoke ill against you and your name and your destiny and whatever else. Now they got to shut up. They're humbled. Let's go to the last one. This, that Grey Poupon, that Avion, that TED Talk. Hey, watch my soul speak. You let the meds talk. Hey, let's read it again. This, that Grey Poupon, that Avion, that TED Talk. Hey. This, that Grey Poupon, that Avion, that TED Talk. Hey. Listen, baby, you come through with the physical food and the spiritual food. This, that Grey Poupon, that Avion, the greatest of the best. God gives you the best. God wants you to have the best. People hate that about you because you're favored, because you're chosen, because you're anointed, because you're determined, because you don't mind getting it out the mud. And not only that, baby, you can give them a great encouraging word while you're doing it. You going through something and yet you still come up or you still show up. You go on a job and you give people the TED Talk. You feeding them right now spiritually and physically. And somebody got to sit back and watch. They shut up right now. They can't say nothing, can't do nothing. This, that Grey Poupon, that Avion, that TED Talk. Hey, watch my soul speak. You let the meds talk. See, somebody only can be pumped up when they got a battery in their back. The only time they can speak up, the only time they got courage, the only time they can do whatever they need to do is when they got a battery in their back, when they high off the drugs, when they got liquor in their system. That's when they can step up and step out and speak their courage and be bold. You don't need none of that to do that. You don't need none of that. Even if you have your little drink, even if you know what, you decide to have a little smoke here and there. And I'm saying it because the people around me or the people that's connected to me, y'all already know we're not perfect. We walk with the Most High. And that's not saying you should be out here doing the absolute most. No, God, listen, fathers us, show us what we need to do, how we need to do it for our specific destiny. People need to stay out your business. They need to stay out of your business. Some people don't realize all the things that you've been through, the weight that you're carrying, how you're carrying all these demonic entities that's coming after you because you've been chosen. And so God gives you things to actually overcome that. And I'm not saying that's drugs or alcohol, any of that. No, I'm saying that people are in your business, and the moment you do something that they deem to be outside of their box, outside of their religious bracket, they'll talk about you. They'll put their mouths on you, saying what you're not doing, how you're not living, whatever it may be. But God done humbled some people. He's humbled some people because you're favored, you're anointed, you're called to do exactly what God told you to do. Even if it's just being called to your family. You've been called to do that. Watch my soul speak. You let the meds talk. People will gas other people up to come against you. Gas people up to make them feel like they can do something that they really can't. Put them in a whole trap. And now some people, some individuals are having to sit back and watch you. 22 on the clock, 2200, 2202. Listen, that's one of mine. 202 is one that I see a lot. Somebody right now having to be humbled. They're having to be humbled through you. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support. Continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all. I love y'all so much. Those of you that are new to the channel, y'all, if you're wondering, over here, we keep our foot on the enemy's neck. It's all gas, no brakes. We keep our foot on the enemy's neck. We're not letting up in this season. Exposing, getting rid of people, places, and things that no longer serve us. That's what this channel is about. Freeing you from those things so that you can really move forward. It's not about, the people in general. It's about the spirit that they're carrying that's trying to oppress you, that's trying to keep you silent, that's trying to make you depressed, trying to give you anxiety, trying to steal from you. Whatever it may be, we're exposing those things and we're moving forward. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're moving forward. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know that's how we rocking, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you, your support, all of you, your support, your comments, your shares. All of that means the world to me, y'all. Thank you for doing that, for being you, for being loving, for being kind, not allowing this world, this system to get you out of character, to get you out of the flow. Continue to stand in that. That is your power, y'all. We have so many things that we can just pull on, and it don't take much because we've already been anointed. Your calm is your power. Your peace is your power. Your happiness is your power. Your love is your power. Patience is a virtue and is also powerful. You have those qualities. People hate it about it. They hate that because that's something that can't be bought. You got it out the mud. And because you did that, baby, that's yours. Can't nobody take that. Nobody can take your grit, your grind. Nobody can take your peace unless you give it to them. Nobody can take your joy unless you give it to them. Nobody. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.